Hey everyone, it's Manero here, and in this video I'm going to reveal what my art challenge and Procreate freebies for the month of February are going to be about. So let's jump right into it. But first I want to say thank you to everyone who participated on last month's challenge. I had a blast seeing all your awesome submissions and the incredible and healthy sense of community you guys keep promoting by liking, sharing and commenting on other artists' submissions. You can search by the hashtag Manero challenge on Instagram and Twitter, but mostly on Instagram, to check all the incredible artworks and give their creators some love. If you don't know what my challenge of the month is, basically I provide you with a free and exclusive Procreate brush every month, a color palette and an art prompt. The challenge is to draw or paint something based on the prompt, using only the brush and the color palette provided. To join the fun, you can post your art on social media using the hashtags Manero brushes and Manero challenge, and feel free to include this image in your post. I will be sharing your awesome creations with my audience. You can find the link to download these freebies in the description below. The prompt for February is paint this in your style. It's been a while since I wanted to try the draw this in your style type of trend, so I thought on including it in one of my monthly challenges. This would allow me for complete freedom with coming up with an idea for an illustration, as well as seeing how other awesome artists would interpret my painting in their own style, which I think is super cool. So for this I just started doodling by using a small size of this month's free brush to lay down the first idea that came to my mind. For some reason, I thought it would be cool to draw a frog on a hike. I always let myself carry away, based on what the color palette suggests me, and those greens just scream frog to me. I gave the frog some boots and a backpack, and I sketched the mountains and some clouds for the background. Notice how I used the selection tool a few times to move things around, until I was happy with the composition. In the last minute I gave the frog some headphones to make her look even more chill. After I finished my sketch, I lowered the opacity of the layer, and in separated layers, I started blocking out the shapes for each element of my illustration using different colors in order to differentiate them. The idea was to have each part on a different layer so I could alpha lock them and be able to paint inside those shapes. This is a great way of working that helps a lot when rendering art without lines. You can see how I use my sketch as a guide to define each shape accurately. Once I had the main elements blocked out, I started rendering each part of my illustration, starting by the frog's belly. I only played with the included colors in this month's free color palette, and I used the smudge tool with the same brush to blend the colors to create textured gradients. This month's brush also has a tiny amount of color dynamic variation, so this also helps to make the color palette richer than it looks at first. This part is quite straightforward, as it is just a matter of continue rendering every single element one by one. The main thing I had in mind is where that light source was placed, taking into account where the sun is in the sky, and this would give me the information I needed for where I was painting my light and shadow areas. Since this illustration is in a simple style, almost like it could belong in a children's book, I didn't take the lighting too seriously, more as a general thing that didn't need to be perfect. Blending between the available colors and color picking in those areas where the colors were mixed gave me even more colors to work with without leaving the established palette for this month's challenge. At this point I added that touch of orange light in the side of the mountains, and I really liked it. I thought it gave the picture a moody sunset feel, so I decided to take it further by also giving some orange to the sky and painting the clouds orange as well. I then added some orange lighting to the terrain in the foreground, some areas in the frog, the trees in the back, and so on. Here I decided to add some touches of line art to some parts of the frog to help define the shapes and give the painting some extra contrast. I liked how that looked, so I used the same technique to add some extra details in the headphones and the boots. And I added some extra highlights in the frog silhouette using white. Then I gave some additional brush strokes to the ground for extra texture. And this is the final result. I really hope you liked this video and that you decide to join the fun. I can't wait to see what you guys will create this month. Of course, if you have any questions after watching this video, feel free to ask in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more art related videos and give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure to check out my Gumroad page where you will find the challenge of the month freebies and many other brush sets for Procreate that I have available. I'm sure something will suit your artistic needs. All the links are in the description below. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time.